Neanderthal scientific inconsistencies. These scientists must be making things up as they go along, because in 2010, researchers produced the first whole Neanderthal genome sequence of 3 billion letters from 40,000-year-old female Neanderthal DNA. They also concluded that modern humans share a whole 2% of their DNA with Neanderthals, but only if you are European or Asian. If you're an African, you don't have any Neanderthal DNA, and they just don't know why. So sad. At the same time, these same scientists tell us that all humans, Asians, Europeans, and Africans, share close to 98.5% of their DNA with chimpanzees. Wait, how does that work? They just told us that Africans are missing 2% Neanderthal DNA that's shared by Asians and Europeans. Either these guys can't do basic math, or they're just making stuff up as they go along. And if they're just making stuff as they go along, why don't Africans get to have 2% Neanderthal DNA like everyone else? That's weird. Also, just 2 years after they sequenced the whole Neanderthal genome, scientists discovered that the half-life of DNA is a mere 521 years, meaning that 40,000-year-old Neanderthal DNA would have degraded by a factor of 77. That's right, halved 77 times in 40,000 years, meaning they couldn't possibly have sequenced 3 billion letters of the Neanderthal genome. There would be nothing but tiny fragments remaining at best. The reason they couldn't clone a single cell from a woolly mammoth is because the DNA they recovered was so badly degraded that it was useless. And this from DNA frozen in permafrost, which is how we preserve DNA today, by freezing it, should have been ideal. It seems to me that someone in the cult of Darwin needs to be defrocked. You know, if you're just going to make stuff up, at least give Africans 2% Neanderthal DNA like everyone else. It's only fair.